Run, party, repeat. Welcome to the East Coast Adventures Dirt and Vert Podcast, where we talk all things running, racing, and training to help you get ready for your next big adventure.
Learn from our successes and our failures, and have fun at the same time. Join us right here every week with inspiring guests who share their captivating tales from the trails. And remember, nobody cares.
Run faster. All right, welcome back to the Dirt and Vert Podcast. I'm David.
And I'm Matt.
And no guest today. Woo. You get me and Matt. I guess Ashley had some stuff come up, and we'll have to reschedule with her. No worries, though. We'll give everybody quick updates and talk for a few minutes about stuff coming up. But the first thing we want to say is we got a little exciting news. We are working on a brand new race for October.
Stuff.
Yep, and it'll modify a little bit over the next year or two, but this race will be happening in October of 2026. We're working on permits now, and we are proud to say we're collaborating with Yeti. So
Yeti.
We've been working with Jason Green as well. He's super excited about it. It's a race we're going to be putting on in Sevierville. So ECA and the Yeti families are going to be united very soon.
Coming together to make a epic trail party. Well, event party.
Yeah. More to come, though.
Yes.
We're working on it, but super excited about it, and I think everybody's going to love what we come up with. So it's going to be fun. Obviously, if you're with ECA and Yeti, you're going to have fun.
Absolutely.
Now, quick updates on where we're at with getting the World's Fair Park. So we're working on getting the USATF stuff finalized. So we're trying to get that through. Nothing really left on World's Fair Park other than getting the USATF certification. We already have the course certified, so just waiting on the final approvals there. And they were waiting on us to get our insurance, which we finally got this week. So now we can keep moving forward.
Oh, pesky insurances.
And then, one other thing that I guess we should really talk about that just kind of come out of nowhere is the Taco Bell 50K Run Moss.
I'm excited
seven
to
Taco
watch
Bells
this.
and 7 Taco Bells in 31 miles
in Knoxville. I mean, in that epic part of our little area, Knoxville.
And I mean, Ethan's already ran the course and did the challenge, and he looked like he was going to cry in the picture he posted on Facebook.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I actually commented on his post. I said, "You look like you're about to cry." He said, "I think I was."
Oh, he looked immeasurable. He did.
But man, how much fun, guys! So I've had people already message me asking me if there was going to be discounts. Guys, it's free.
Yeah. Yep.
All you have to do is go to Ultra Sign Up and look up for the Knoxville Taco Bell 50K.
Yep.
If you want to buy a medal, you get charged for the medal. If you want to buy a hoodie, you'll get charged for the hoodie. You want to buy a shirt, you can get charged for the hoodie or the shirt. But the race is free.
You just got to pay for your Taco Bell.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, that's it.
So, it's a little, we got a little, we have to have some proof that you did what you said you were going to do.
Yep.
So, like, you have to bring your wrappers to the finish line with your receipts.
Yep.
And then we have certain things you have to eat. By the time you reach certain points in Taco Bell, you have to have consumed a couple of things. And we have a couple of food restriction options on there. So I think if you go on the Ultra Sign Up page, Ethan's already laid a lot of that out.
Yeah, if you got some kind of food things you can't eat, I can't eat tomatoes. So there we go.
Is this like the broth and potato?
I cannot eat tomato. That is nasty. So man, they're nasty.
I mean, you and my daughter are getting close to the same.
No, she doesn't eat meat. That's the difference. I eat lots of meat. Give me lots of meat. Like, I'll tell you what. If I did it, I'm not doing it. But if I did, I would switch out, take the tomatoes off, and add more meat. Make it fair. I could do that. I just cannot eat tomatoes.
I don't even have words right now, guys. I don't know what to say. So the next time that the next time I crew Matt,
oh man,
I'm going to make chicken broth, mashed potatoes with tomatoes, and I'm just going to blend it up and hand it to him, and I'm not going to say a word.
I'll be throwing up more than I usually do.
Well, that would be a sight to see anyways.
And that would be.
You would smack yourself to death.
I think the smackings, I don't think it's working anymore.
But yeah, the Taco Bell 50K is going to be so much fun, guys. I don't know if we'll end up capping it at some point. I mean, the crazy part is we put the race on Ultra Sign Up. Ethan had called. We talked through some things, put the race on, got it live. And I mean, within a week, 60 people's already signed up. So I don't even know what it's at now.
I don't know.
It's probably growing.
My wife keeps tabs on this, and she's like, "You got this many people signed up."
So if you're going to run the Taco Bell 50K, you better sign up, because we may decide to cut it. We may decide to stop it at some point. So if you're
going to 79 people.
Yeah, so we're close to 80 at this point already, and what this thing's been launched for 2 weeks.
These people are coming from Kentucky, Georgia, or Georgia. So
don't miss your chance, guys. Do not miss your chance. Run Moss. Other than that, I mean, everything else for East Coast, we don't, that's enough for next year. We will be increasing more races in 2027. So Matt's been working on a race.
Working on them.
So, World's Fair Park, the race with Yeti, which we're calling the Smoky Mountain 24-hour challenge.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Smoky Mountain 24-hour challenge that will happen in Sevierville. So that's happening. And then we added World's Fair Park, and then the Taco Bell 50K came from nowhere. We're super excited about that, and to be doing that with Ethan and Julia from the Long Run. Yep. So we love partnering with those guys. We do Barn Creek with them, and just wonderful people.
Do got some exciting news. 76 is coming back to a live event for 2026.
Destination to be determined, or location to be determined.
Yeah, to be determined, but in the same general area as the previous live event. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be good stuff.
Sounds good to me.
I know.
I'm hoping to be laying on a beach during that time.
I'm hoping to watch these people run fast. Celebrate 250 years of America.
Yeah, I'm going to celebrate actually being able to go on vacation when I want, because my daughter will be out of school.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. Didn't get to go on vacation in 2025 because it didn't work out with the date that she got. I had to work. So I'm going to make up for that a lot next year. We're going to do vacation for her, for her graduating. We're going to do a vacation just for vacation. And then obviously me and Mary and I, if Nick is listening, Mary and I, or also be going on our honeymoon.
Yeah,
so,
you will.
There's all that. We've settled on a date, or at least a month. We're getting close to a date, but we're doing June. It'll be the wedding, and then we'll go on some type of honeymoon after that. So who knows?
Yep.
But I'm guessing I probably won't be here for 1776.
No, as long as he can teach me how to do this timing system within the next 7 months, we'll be okay.
I think you're fine. You got enough people now that are starting to learn how to do it.
If not, we'll be doing it with American flag clips or something where you got to clip them.
You pay Moona.
Just teach me so I can learn this. We get to these races and I'll look at it for a few minutes and like, I'm not there yet. And then Micah's over like, here, let's do this, this, and this. And James is doing great. And I'm just like, we're going to sit down for a long time to figure this out.
Either way, it'll happen. And I'll set up, I can set up everything for you. Yeah. It's just, you just have to hook it up. So no big deal.
Yeah, we'll learn it.
But yeah, man, I'm super excited about that too. So we actually applied for the insurance for that one. So we're good to go. That will be an official event. We got to get a permit for where we decide to host it at, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool. So Matt, real quick, let's go back to the days of the track race. Because these guys haven't heard how the track race went.
I'm still recovering from that track race. There's a reason back in 2022, after I did a track race, I swore I would never do another track race. And this event did not disappoint of why I will never do another track race. They're awful. The event's awful. But, I mean, the racing on a track is awful. The event was great. David Lane and the Chattanooga Track Club did a great job.
They always do.
They do.
Yeah, Mike and I showed up at like, I don't know, late 10.
It was late.
10-ish.
I don't know. I was dying.
10 in the evening. Because Mary and I had went all the way to Roan Mountain, and we ran on the AT.
That'd been much funner.
Yeah. double hump, I think is what it's called. Is that what we did? But we did that and then drove back, and then obviously got to take care of Matt. So I was like, I'm gonna go, and I'll just figure it out. So we'll go over there and we hang out till about 3 a.m. Me and Mike with Matt, and
Emmanuel.
shout out to Steven.
Steven did awesome
for crewing. Just he's been a huge asset to the ECA family this year.
Definitely, yep.
And I can say that for a lot of people. Yep. And we're just glad to have him on board. And he, Matt's a lot to take care of in a track race. I will say that he's a lot. So to do it,
Steven did a great job. There's one point during the day because you expect it to be cold in November 22nd in East Tennessee. You expect it to be somewhat cold. Well, it wasn't. It was not cold. It was like 80 degrees. You're on this black rubber. It's not even a great track, but black rubber. And Steven just looks at me and goes, "You need ice, don't you?" Because, it was, smoking. I'm like, "Yep." Like, I didn't even have to say nothing. Steven just knew by the way I was looking. He said, "You need some ice."
That's good crew, man.
Yeah, he knew it. And then he had my bandana ready for me. So
it helps when you are a runner.
Yes.
You can kind of know what to look for. But he did amazing. And, we had fun. Emmanuel was rocking it when we got there. He was still doing pretty good. I think Emmanuel fell short of his 100-mile goal.
Yes.
But it was still fun to watch everybody doing it. And David Kyle had a good day out there too.
Well, David Kyle held it together for I think 92 miles total, and he kept the gap for him to win the overall Chattanooga Ultra Championship. So he held it together and got that for the inaugural year.
And good job, Chris Clemens and Dexter. Congratulations on getting 100 miles.
And Grady said.
And
Thomas Grady and whatever you want.
So congratulations. They had three people get 100 miles.
Yep.
Dexter come back alive at one point. Dexter didn't look like he was going to get it, but man, he just kept trucking.
Oh, he got up out of that chair at one point and he just took off.
So kudos. That's the hard stuff. And Chris did the same thing. You could tell no one really wanted to run, but they were doing it. They all had their goal and they all went for it, and it was fun to watch.
Yep.
David Lane and his team, they always do a good job. Love seeing those guys, and it was fun just watching everybody out there run. And me and Mike sat by the fire and just cheered people on till Matt died in the chair later.
Yeah, it was so about a mile. I had stomach issues all day, which I can run through stomach issues for the most part as long as I can keep drinking some. But I think about mile 50, my right Achilles just started just hurting. And I would come in and I'd get Steven to massage it and try to loosen it up. And I took ibuprofen and all that at some point to try to get it to loosen up, and it never would. And then these guys get there and watch me hobble for hours and not even running, just hobbling. And then I just throw up out of nowhere, just walking.
Yeah, he was throwing up medicine to keep him from throwing up. So finally got him to just take a small sip of water and take a nap, and kept it down, but I don't think that helped for very long. So
no, I think I made it another hour.
Yeah,
and then
it got you back out there.
Yeah, and then I woke back up that morning after whatever time, and then I went back out and did another mile and a half to get me the 70 miles. But by that last lap, it was just that Achilles was just hurting. Like, I don't know, nothing, no ibuprofen or Tylenol or whatever, no creams were helping it. So, and I'm still dealing with it today. So, but I finished 4th in the Chattanooga Ultra Championships.
Well, congratulations, sir. I know that's not what you wanted, but
no, but Dexter had a very, very run race, so he did very well and closed that 11-mile gap. So, and he got 3rd place.
Well, good. Yeah. Shout out to those guys. Good job. And then this past weekend, you raced Dirty South. Didn't you race something else though? In between, or was that it?
No, that was it. I tried to run during those times. And,
your Achilles was messed up.
I did 2 runs, and I did 3 runs. And by the 3rd one, it was starting to hurt worse. And so then I walked on a Monday, and then I did no other activities until race day. I think that helped a little bit. So we did a Dirty South 10K, and I was trying not to race this weekend until I was sitting in third place for the Chattanooga Track Club Trail Series Open, and Mateo signed up for the half marathon on Saturday, and so I had to sign up because if he had placed well, then he would have jumped me in the series. But I knew I could not run a half marathon, so I did the 10K, and I held it together.
Well, and you finished what in the points?
During the race, I finished second overall and first in that open division. So in the overall series, I maintained the third place.
Well, good deal. And that's in the Treading and Trodden series for Knoxville Track Club. Well, good.
Yeah, it's a good series. If you guys haven't ran that series, they've got distances from, I think, a 5K all the way up to a 50K.
Yeah. So. And it's only like $100 and something to do all like 8 of them.
Yeah, you get to do all the short distances for a bundle, and then the 50K, the North End 50K, the Dirty South, half marathon, and Big South Fork are all different prices. But you can get, like you said, pretty cheap for about, I think, 8 of them.
Yeah, I did the series years ago just so I could learn some of the trails around here.
But yeah, I learned a lot of new trails.
Mm-hmm. Like Hall Ridge is real good, which is where I'll be working at here soon.
Hall Ridge is great. I'd never been to Big South Fork.
Yeah, Big South Fork.
I've never been to Big Ridge State Park. That's a fun one. So I think if next year, if I don't do the whole series, depending on what the prizes are for placing in the top 3, Big Ridge is one that I'll go back to. I liked it.
Well, good. Yeah, I toyed with signing up for them for next year just to have something to race. Because I don't really know what I want to do next year. I'll be honest. I have no idea.
Because it's never the same distance. So it's always like you'll do a 6 mile, you'll do a 5K, you'll do a marathon or a 10 mile, or you'll do a 6 miler.
I think that's going to be the season for me because Callie's graduation.
Yeah.
You know, she's graduating in 2026. East Coast Adventures and all these races and what we're timing. Friction prescription and going to those events. You know, we're locking in events now to go to, and you know, we're going to be joining the Run Summit company and for his Yona Vert race in February, and then we're doing some stuff with Yeti, and then a couple more that we're working on right now, and then Black Toe for John Harden and a couple others, but all of that, and then on top of that, me and Mary got to plan a wedding. So I think 2025 is not going to be the year for a lot of racing.
It sounds like a perfect year to race.
Yeah. It's going to be, I told Mary, I said, if I race anything, it's going to be like 50 milers and less. Yep. Something I can do that day and get back.
That's one good thing about the Knoxville series. You can do everything in a very short amount of time and you're back home.
Yeah. And, you know, and that gives me something to train for. I'm that person. Like, I love to train, but I also like having something that gives me a purpose to train. Not that I always need a purpose, but it's fun to know, like, okay, I get to go race in, 6 weeks or 3 months or.
Well, they got to race every month.
Yeah,
they got to race, except for like I think this summer. You know, Eric Weatherby, the race director or the track club president or whatever he is, he's done a really good job of supporting us as well. Yeah. So he even talks about like at the Christmas party last night, we were talking, and he was talking to everybody else about supporting. So it's really good when another big organization supports somebody else in the same kind of field. So
that's great.
It is.
So was that the track club Christmas party?
It was, yeah.
Well, good. How was that?
It's good. It was at Casual Pint off North Shore, and it was a fun place. One of the owners there, really, really nice, talking. So
that's awesome. Did a lot of people from the race series show up?
Yeah, Sylvia, who won the female, I think Masters or Grandmasters, she was there. She's from Greenback. And then you had Matt Paskov, who won the open male. He was there. And then you had a few other people. Jen Schaefer, she also placed. Kenny, who placed in the Masters.
So is it kind of like a celebration?
Yeah, it's kind of a celebration. They did some announcements about overall winners in the Trail Series, and then they did a lot of volunteer, like like shout outs and awards for like volunteers and stuff like that. So it's good.
That's cool. Yeah, I like Eric. He's a good dude. He's fully supported East Coast Adventures. I mean, him and his boss are running Gone Loco.
Yep. Yep.
So,
him and Zane. I actually talked to Zane for the first time at the Christmas party. So it'd be good.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. And, for anybody that's going to, doesn't know about those, you should definitely just sign up. I mean, it's fun. Even if you can't make it to all of them, it's $100 and something for like 8 races. If you go to 2 or 3, you've gotten your money,
I mean, it's even if you don't do the whole thing, like the whole bundle, they're like $25.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're really cheap. It's a no
granted, you're not walking away with a medal. You get a shirt for the year, and that's kind of it. But it's fun. You get to race. You get to hang out with people. I mean, that's honestly where I met Brian Vermillion. We didn't know each other. I was working at Alcoa. I would show up for these races and be on my work call, and when they would say go, and I would just walk till I got off my work call, and then I would start racing. So Brian and everybody would always see me on my phone, like with my earbuds, and I'd be talking, and then I would take off after I get off the work call. But I'd done that because I was just learning, I was having fun.
Yep.
But you'll meet a lot of good people, and like if you're doing this stuff alone, that's what you need to do. You need to go find a family, come run our races, sign up for the KTC races, and you'll start to see the same faces. That's what's cool.
Yeah.
You want to run a Knoxville Track Club trail race, an ECA trail race, or ECA race period, you're going to see a lot of the same runners. A lot of the
same people.
And same even with Chattanooga Track Club. You're probably going to see some of the trail runner people in the ECA races. Yep. So, same there. The Chattanooga Track Club does a great job too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's fun, and it's it's going to be 2026 is going to be fun for ECA. We got a lot going on.
It's going to be a big year.
Mm-hmm.
New races, new team, more events.
Yep. I love it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and we do have, we'll be making the selections for the team members in mid-December, so we'll make those announcements soon.
Yep.
We'll be doing the votes on that, and that's something that we do as a team.
Yep.
That is not an individual selection.
Yep.
We do not pick people based on, like it's what Matt wants or I want. It's the entire team.
Yep.
And I think there's at this point like 6 of us, if I remember right.
Oh, yeah,
but yeah, something like that. So everybody's got a vote.
Everybody gets a vote.
And then we sat down and go over the votes and put the people on the team. And we are going to make the team probably right around 50 this year.
Yep.
So we're close to, we got a lot of applicants. So obviously not everybody's going to make it, but at least about half will, which is great, and we continue to grow the team. We continue to make it bigger. And for the people that don't make the team, you still get something. So for applying, thank you. And we'll send those emails out with a thank you for the people that do get it and the people that don't get it. So be on the lookout. We'll probably do that sometime before Christmas to get the email sent out so everybody knows.
Christmas present last year. I remember some people who around that time like, oh, this was a great Christmas present. So
yeah, and I mean we had our first big ECA event with the team. We've done some little things, but we did axe throwing in Knoxville, and then we got the Christmas party coming up in December. So we'll be doing that close. I think that's December 20th.
Sure is, yeah.
And then we're going to start trying to do something. So we've kind of put Brandon over the team stuff, the team events, and he's going to start just spearheading that. And it'll be something we do every quarter going forward. And we're going to try to alternate it some from Chattanooga to Knoxville. Yep. So that way, we're kind of being fair about it because we got people spread out kind of all over the country a little bit now at this point.
It's definitely huge in the Southeast. I mean, Knoxville is probably our major hub, and then Chattanooga right behind it, but then multiple people in different states.
Yeah, yeah, all the way down to Florida and all the way over to, Reno?
Somewhere.
But it's cool. It's cool to see, like, the camaraderie, and it's cool to always hear people talking about how good the team is out in the community. So I love that. Just like Steven showing up and crewing you. Yep. He didn't know what he was getting in for, but he did it.
I remember I got done and I was reading some of the messages that he was sending the team, and he goes, I have never saw something like this. He has thrown up so much. And then I just see all these pictures of him getting me. I mean, across the track.
You know what was so funny? He sends that message, and he sent it and I'm the world's worst at keeping up with any chat or any text message. If you text me, you may not hear from me for 2 days, but I'll respond at some point.
Truth.
And unfortunately, it's just my schedule. Juggling way too many things, so the phone takes a back seat along with everything else. But I'll always respond. But when I know, like when Matt was racing, I was trying to at least open it up and look. And I opened it up and I saw Steven had sent a picture and said, of Matt puking.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Matt's puking. And it was noon. So it was noon. And I said,
that was probably that evening.
Oh, no. I said, or maybe it was like 2:00.
Yeah, that was.
But I said, at least he made it further than he did at the Stinger. And Steven said, no, that happened earlier. I just now sent it. So he said you had puked like 2 or 3 hours into the
5 hours in. 5 hours in, I was throwing up. And then Brittany got there that evening and she had brought food and I was trying to eat. And then probably 30 minutes after that is when that picture of me behind the pavilion or the canopy was being thrown up. It was juicy. Yeah.
Poor Matt.
Hey, I was running still. I was running. Eat a little bit. Throw it up. Run some more.
Well, I mean, you hung in there. You did it. You did the best you could. But I thought it was funny when I saw that message, and I was like, "Well, at least you made it further." And he's like, "Actually, that was earlier."
Yeah, it was early.
That's a lot of bodily fluids. Goodness.
And then I got to a point where there was nothing coming up, and it was just, I don't know what it was, but it was rough.
And we're gonna start working on trying to get some of the masterclass stuff for Q1.
Yes.
We'll start working on getting some of those people scheduled. Again, if you have any extra feedback you want to give us, let us know. We've got a few people we're going to start getting scheduled on here.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be kind of fun. And we'll get to learn more about specific things. And you know what? Just speaking of this, I lost my H drop and my heart rate monitor.
Yeah, which is crazy how you did that.
Yeah, I found it. I bought a new heart rate monitor, but I was waiting to buy an H drop because it's so expensive. And I was like, I can't buy it yet. I'm gonna wait. Maybe a week and a half ago, I'm in here and I'm making that friction prescription pop stand, the very first mock up so that we can get them into stores. And I was working on that and I was sitting there and I set it on the freezer. And then I had all kinds of stuff on the freezer. And I mean, if you've seen what I do, I just start piling stuff up. I'm terrible because I get ADHD and, it's move it over. So anyways, I go to lift the freezer and I hadn't gotten everything off of it. There was something still on there and it slid off and fell behind the freezer. When I reached back there to get it, guess what was back there?
Both of them.
The H drop and the heart rate monitor were still together on the armband, laying in behind the freezer, just slightly under it in the back with a big dust bunny on top of it. And I was like, I just walked in there with Mary and I held it up and she said, "Where was it?" And I said, "Behind the freezer." She's like, "Oh."
At least you found it. At least.
Yeah, she was like, "Well, good. I'm glad you found it."
It's only been since July.
Yeah,
July 4th.
I charged the H drop up, charged the heart rate monitor up, and they both work just fine. So good news is I have a spare heart rate monitor now. So good there. That's the one thing I will not run without. Heart rate monitor. Because if you use your watch, it's never right. It's never right. So I just don't even use it. So if I don't have it, I always just make a note on my Strava, no heart rate monitor. My heart rate will be 20 beats higher.
Wow.
On average. Yeah. Heart rate monitor, big difference.
Mine's probably always high.
Yeah.
Mine's always high.
Whenever I switched to using a heart rate monitor, that's when my performance metrics actually started adjusting correctly in Coros. Because it's all based on heart rate data. So my running performance went from 65 to 90 when I got a heart rate monitor.
Oh, that's different.
Plus, also just I was also training for 100-miler, but obviously the big difference, But I mean, you'll notice a huge difference when you're running with a heart rate monitor because when you slow down, it's immediate. Whereas with your watch, it's minutes sometimes before you see your heart rate come down, and watches have heart rate drift too, so that's part of the problem. So that's the very few people that I do coach. I won't coach them unless they go buy our heart rate monitor. So that's my one stipulation. Because I want to be able to see your heart rate data. It's important. Well, Matt, that's enough from me. Anything you want to talk about?
Not really. I think that's about it. Covered World's Fair, covered new race, 1776, the team.
I will say I've been testing Hyperlight.
Yeah.
And I like it.
It's pretty nice.
I haven't got to use it in a race because I don't know when I'm actually going to race.
Yeah.
You know, Mid-State's the only race I know I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's the only one I know I'm doing.
Yep.
But so far, I like Hyperlight. It tastes very much like, you know, just regular like carbs mix and stuff. Like it's just bland, and I like it. But the calories are good. The caffeine seems good. On the caffeine one, sodium seems good. But you know, sometimes I do a scoop. Sometimes I do 2 scoops.
Mm-hmm.
I think 2 scoops would probably be too much in a race.
It depends on how big your flask is. They just came out with a new flask. I think it's a 800 ml. So, you know, it's a little bit bigger than the normal one. I think you might be able to get away with 2 scoops in something that size.
Well, I just don't know if I want that many calories from liquid.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like 1 scoop's about right. I think it's 200 calories.
Yep.
And then I can throw a gel in there and be close to 300 an hour.
Yep.
And because, I mean, you don't need 400 an hour unless you're running really, really, really hard. And most people probably still can't take in 400 an hour without throwing up.
I've tried it multiple times during training. I've not tried it in a race, and I can't. I just can't.
Now, I will tell you, like, here's a trick. And I do this at, like, I've done this at Yeti 50. I will not do this in a 100 miler, but I've done this at Yeti 50 multiple times. And that is the last 5 to 10 miles, I'll double up calories. So if I've been taking 200 or 300 and I'm still feeling good, that last 5 to 10 miles, usually it's about when I hit about mile 40, I increase a lot. If my stomach's feeling okay, because that gives me enough room to keep pushing. And I'll try to overfill a little bit then, but I still don't go crazy with it. But I may throw an extra gel in just to kind of like do it, or throw an extra scoop of my mix in.
I'm not sure if this is what Hyperlight's doing, but they just posted something on their story, and it looks like a gel. Either a gel or a single packet of Hyperlight. I don't know which one it is, but they said be on the lookout.
So. Well, I'm sure they're going to do gels. I wouldn't imagine that they're only going to stick with mix.
Yeah. So.
And their gel may be a formulation from the mix, which would be good.
I think that's what it might be.
I ordered those, me and gels. What are they called? Emasix? I'm trying to think of what it's called. But I just ordered those. I haven't got to try them yet. They're like a liquid gel. And I'm going to try them on my next runs. Let me see. Oh, here they are. The Max. I don't know what it's really called, but
never heard of them.
But they're drink gels.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try them. Then you can literally shake it a little bit in your hand. You can hear it like move around. So it's pretty thin. But Heidi gave me one at the Virginia Trail Running Festival when I was there crewing and helping. And Heidi was running, and I said, I've always wanted to try those. She gave me one, and I just drank it. And I was like, oh, that's good. I'm going to order them. And I forgot. I didn't really forget. I had so many gels that I hadn't needed them till now, and then I ordered them the other day, so they delivered. I'm excited to try them in my next training run. So
I saw Heidi Sunday.
She racing?
Yeah, she raced I think she did the half. Yeah.
She's a good athlete. Good runner.
She's funny too.
Yeah.
She's fun.
Her and her husband both. All right. Well, I guess that's really all I have. You got anything else, Matt?
No.
Guys, thank you all so much for listening. Sorry, this is a short podcast, but that's good. That means you don't have to listen to us as much today.
I did get something on our stats.
Let's hear it.
It's for the Dirt and Vert podcast. So you guys, Spotify does Wrapped?
Yeah, Spotify Wrapped.
Spotify Wrapped.
And they do it for music, and they do it for our podcast, which is kind of cool.
So our podcast, shout out to you guys, because you're the ones that are listening to us ramble for hours. But so far, it's like 4.8 thousand listening hours this year. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You guys listen to a lot of us. And then we had 1.8 thousand new audience. And then we have a 2.1 thousand overall audience. And we were up 113% in followers.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, I'm seeing the same trend on YouTube and see, I haven't pulled the Apple stats yet, but the Spotify stats were good. So overall, we're, I'm just looking at the YouTube right now and we're at 2.5 thousand views in the last 28 days. So, we're probably hitting 5,000 or 6,000 views a month.
Yep.
Well, that doesn't count Apple though. I got to count Apple.
Okay. And then it says that 165 of you guys was our top fans. Like they're your number one podcast that you listen to.
It must be your beard, man.
I don't know. They like your Matthew McConaughey accent.
All right.
And then we were also, again, for this year, top 5 in videos. And then 840 people. We are their top 10 shows on Spotify.
Oh, wow.
140 people were top 10.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's great. So thank you all so much for listening to us ramble, listening to us interview people, and just listening to us in general. So thank you all so much. We hope we add value and we make you smile on occasion.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you all so much for listening. Love you guys. Have a great week.
See you.